Yo, what's up, guys? Juka here. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today, this is how I lost $537. And today is actually quite a long day. Yeah, let's go through it. So, first of all, in 4 hour, yeah, I made a big mistake. So, I'll go through what my bias was and then I'll go to why I changed my bias and why I lost today and through really everything. So in the 4 hour, in terms of straws on liquidity, we have this 4 hour lows, 4 hour lows, 4 hour highs, and these 4 hour highs, we create a bearish SMT of these 4 hour highs getting swept on AS but not getting swept on NQ. That's pretty much it, what we need to clear down. In the 1 hour, we have enough draws on liquidity to downside. We have these new candles low, these 1 hour lows, these 1 hour lows, these 1 hour lows, 1 hour lows. We also have Asia session lows and London session lows swept pre-market, and we market open. Basically, my bias is bearish. Not only that, we also have Asia session manipulation reversal. What are we expecting to do? New York session continuation. So we're expecting New York to open, manipulate either the highs or 5-minute highs, 15-minute highs, move lower, and hit our targets to the downside. That's pretty much what I wanted to see. What happened? And I need to be honest with you guys. One big fan of mine, he's like a brother for me. We learn so much with each other. Since I started my funnel journey and everything, I always been with him. Today he sent me his bias for the day, and he was actually bullish, and I'm like, bullish, and it was not like we share bias or normally we don't do that, but I just opened Reddit because I had nothing to do. I was waiting the market to move, and he actually told me my bias is bullish for the day. I'm like, bullish. And lately I've been not so confident in myself, and that's a bit like I am in real life as well. Like, there are days where I feel invisible, I feel on top of the world, and there are days which I'm down, I'm not confident in myself, I'm not confident in who I am really. And the same thing happens in trading, bro. And like, he sent me the bias and I was like, bullish, damn. Like, and I know I'm good, bro, but like, at that moment when someone tells you something different, you start overthinking and you start overreacting. And when he said bullish, I saw this 1 hour bullish SMT. I also saw, again, I can show you a pre-market. And from there, I'm like, I see these draws on liquidity to the upside as well. And I'm like, maybe he's right, I completely ignored the high time frame that we had this 4 hour bearish SMT, and for this 4 hour to be like completed, we needed to at least fill in this 1 hour low, which we did, but I was so insecure in myself. I was so insecure, in what always you were saying to me, that I completely changed my bias to bullish, bro. And that was my number one mistake, really. Yeah, just, it is what it is. I'll go through more of it in the end of the video. But again, like, he's my brother, like, I talked with him like that. I told him, hey, bro, like, it's not your fault, it's more my fault, because it's normal to share your bias. I shouldn't be able to change my bias just because you give me another bias. But I told him, like, yeah, I'm going to, not only that, all the time I open Reddit, it's always traders posts, so people doing $40,000, $80,000 a month, when I'm not in that position yet, so I'm comparing myself to them, and all that stuff is putting a lot of weight into myself. And also, again, like I told you guys in the other day, I always try to complicate. I try to complicate my model. I try to overcomplicate it, over-engineer it, try to add stuff that is not from my model. And that shit really made me even more confused and less confident in myself. And going back to the past, you guys can see, like, the week I passed my funnel, I was super confident in myself. TGR was traveling through Europe, so I didn't have any mentor. I was all alone. Every single day the device was me, everything, it was me. I was super confident, and I completely passed it in 1 week. 1 week that I was comfortable and confident, I did it. The week that I lost $1,000, I was not confident in myself. Guess what? I lost $1,000. But guess what? 2 weeks later, or 1 week later, I was super confident in myself, built that confidence back through backtesting and through really focusing on myself alone, only on myself. And guess what? I literally made it all back. And now today, I was not confident in myself. And even yesterday and everything, I'm not being confident in myself and in my model. And that's something I need to work on. And I've been focusing on social media, watching these videos, trying to implement those strategies into mine, trying to make mine better. When what I need to do is work on my strategy even more, get better at my strategy, and not try to add other stuff. The more you simplify, the better. And that's really something that I need to say. And yeah, again, like, be confident in myself, in my ability, like, and that's why I need this time alone. And I told him, like, I'm deleting Reddit, not only for the trading, because every time I open Reddit, it's always trading stuff showing up and everything, and Twitter as well. Twitter ICT posts and trading posts, I deleted that as well. So social media, I only have Instagram, just because, like, yeah, I really wanted to delete it, but like, at least Instagram, like I like to post in my private account to my close friends and everything, so that's cool. But the rest, I deleted everything. I only have Instagram and TikTok. TikTok again, like I want to delete it as well, but I'll keep it there just for a bit, just because sometimes TGR posts some useful stuff there. Even though that I should delete TikTok to not watch his stuff and focus even more on myself. So I'll consider it. I'll potentially do it today. I'll see. I will see. But let's go to the day really, and let's go first of all to the trades that I went through. So yeah, market opens the exact same thing that I wanted to happen. We sweep out these 5-minute highs to the upside. Even though we create equal highs here on this is micro, yes, but on mini we actually sweep them out, and I think it looks like we sweep them out, but we don't. We create equal highs. You can see here, we create equal highs, which kind of sucks, and kind of was slowing me down, because if it swept, it is good, like sweep is good. Equal highs is not that good. You never want to place your stop loss in equal highs, but because on NQ we did not create an equal highs, I can show you there. NQ, go to NQ normal. Yeah, right here we sweep them out, I think. Yep, right here as you can see we sweep them out, but on mini NQ we create equal highs, which is kind of sucking, to be honest, because I thought we did not sweep them out, and I thought we were going to move higher before we move lower. To sweep them out. That's why I was so bullish, bro. Like equal highs, super strong long liquidity, also these highs as well, but these are like 15-minute highs, and like the market is not going to target those highs as strong long liquidity. The target is going to drive the 1 hour lows and the high time frame draws on liquidity. That's pretty much it. But my first trade was pretty much, I'll go through, so that to explain to you guys, I'll go through the trade that I took, which is not what you should be doing, and then I'll go into what I was going to do and what I should have done initially if I didn't change my bias. So first of all, I lost $537 today, so just make it clear. So first of all, first trade was pretty much as, again, like if I'm bullish, let's just make the plan. If I'm bullish, what I want to see pre-market lows get swept before we move higher. So these 5-minute lows need to be swept before we move higher. If I'm bullish, I need to see pre-market open manipulation before we move higher, because market opens, new money and new algorithm runs into the market, so we want to see manipulation before we move higher. And we don't see that. We go lower, we create a bullish SMTR of that, which was good, yes, but we did not sweep any lows from the. It's not this SMT, sorry guys. It's right here, I think. It's right here. 5-minute lows, 24. This is 58. It's 47, so it's right here. I can mark it down for you. This is not even an SMT, to be honest. It's right here. Okay, this SMT right here. We get this bullish SMT right here, I think. Boom. 47, so it's right here. Yep, we create this bullish SMT, we sweep out in AS, we don't sweep out in NQ, but this is not enough. Like, we have an SMT, yes, but we have not sweep out 5-minute lows pre-market before moving higher. So why am I entering? I enter off SMT, we get to move higher, get a inverse parallel gap, break of structure, we move lower into this parallel gap, candle reaction of that, enter on that stop loss below this 1 minute SMT, and then we get stopped out. Pretty clear. We want to see manipulation of these 5-minute lows, and guess what? We sweep out 5-minute lows. So once the 5-minute lows get swept before we move higher, so why am I entering right here? Boom. Not following my rules, that's what you get. You don't follow your rules, that's what you get. This is, I think, 5-minute order block. Yeah, 5-minute order block, because I was bullish, so we are inside this order block as well. I should not even be looking at this, to be honest, so let's delete it. Second trade was even worse than the first one, and that's surprising to see, but yeah, we sweep out 5-minute lows, then we move, we don't even move lower. Well, I'm looking at these 5-minute lows getting swept. They were not swept, I think, on ES, let me check, or maybe they were. 55, I think they were. 55, they were. Okay, so we are not creating a bullish SMT. I can delete this, I can clear this as well. I was monitoring order block, breaker block, everything. I was monitoring pretty much everything on NQ. We get this doji candle reaction, this doji candle out of order block and breaker block, and fair value gap as well. Every single confluence gets it. But then doji candle, as you guys can see, like once we get into a continuation gulf, which for me is fair value gap, equilibrium, order block, breaker block. I'm waiting for a candle closure at least. And candle closure needs to be like not strong, but needs to be like direction, Doji candle, even though this is a blue candle, it is not a candle closure in the direction. What made me enter was, you see this wick right here? This was a candle going up. And I was like, okay, we get a candle reaction, we are moving up, okay, I need to enter. I got in, stop loss below these lows, Guess what happened? This candle was not a bullish candle because the doji one was not a bullish candle. So why did I enter? Just purely emotional mistake. Stop loss, boom, it minus $537 on the day. Guess what? Price sweep out this again, these 1 hour draws on liquidity that we had, or I think, yeah, the 1 hour draws on liquidity. It invalidates S&T. And guess what? After that, it moves higher too. Guess what? It did not hit the take profits right here, but it got pretty fucking close to it. And right here, it sweep out more of the 5-minute lows that 5-minute highs out of low resistance liquidity. So pretty much that was exactly what happened. You know, like price move lower still. Like price move higher, this is what I got stopped out, and this candle right here got stopped out. Then price move higher to it. What will there be? Take profit 1, take profit 2. That's why, you know, even if I, again, like I was trading NQ, but like, yeah, pretty much like even if I didn't enter here, I would have entered like potentially down here, you know, get a breakup structure right here. I can show you guys a breakup structure right here. Boom, we get a retracement into equilibrium, order block, breaker block, every single conference gets filled, get the kind of reaction. So I'll probably enter right here. Stop loss, I'll put it below these lows, and then take profit will have been like take profit 1 right here, negative risk reward ratio, but it will have been take profit, you know. So that goes to show that even my bias being completely wrong, I would have still made money. So just completely not following my plan at all, and showing that I still have, you know, I have the skill in myself, and I should just trust myself a little bit more. So now let's go through the trade that I should have taken in first place. Let's go through it. So 4 hour bearish, 4 hour, this is the leading index, basically, the Nasdaq. What I want to see, we are bearish. I want to see market open manipulation to the upside before we move lower to it. Guess what? To fill this forward gap, we want to see these are the lows get swept, these are the lows get swept, and these relative equal lows, which is news lows and midday lows as well, and 1 hour lows get swept. That will be mega, and this is the leading index, so we should be able reaction stronger on the leading index, as you guys can see. And on ES, because it's the lagging index, I want to see at least these are the lows and these news candles lows. These news candles lows and these hourly lows get swept. That's pretty much it. Market opens, we move higher. We do not create equal highs with these 1 minute highs, but we do actually in the 15 minutes we don't sweep out any 15 minute highs. 15 minute highs are all the way up here, but we do create a bearish SMT out of these highs. 5 minute highs get swept on NQ and not on ES. That's pretty much what we want to see, and this is what I should have seen. So 5 minute highs get swept. Even though we create 5 minute equal highs right here, we should not really look too much into it, because it's you know, like the SMT is still there and still formed. I can go through it again, like waiting for the 5 minute candle, because it's my rule for me to form SMTs. I want to see 5 minute candle down, which in this case, like would have not helped me, but would have honestly not helped me much. And in this case, because it's I want to see low time frame resistance manipulation before we move lower, I'm not really looking into it, and this is also a 5 minute SMT, so I'm more looking into with the 1 minute than the 5 minute. But it would have been valid, and you'll still have gotten an entry, and maybe you'll have gotten a better entry if you waited than not. So this is 35, so it ends at 39, so 39 is right here. So this candle closes right here, we get a little bit lower, which is great, but then we move higher. We get we get that 5 minute retracement up, which is what we are looking for. After that, and not only that, like because we create another bearish SMT right here, like we create a bearish SMT right here to right here, but we also create a bearish SMT on this 1 minute while going down. I can show you. And that's really one like mega confirmation that we want to go bearish, you know. And I will probably enter right here, like we get not only this 5 minute SMT right here, boom, and they also create a bearish SMT right here on the 1 minute. So bias is bearish. We have every reason to go bearish. I can show you the true entries that I would have made. Like the first entry that I would have made was probably we got a 1 minute breakup structure right here, boom. We get to move up to feel what? Feel equilibrium right here. I can show you. Boom, we feel equilibrium perfectly. We get the counter reaction, but for me that's not really much. I'm looking at least to close on 79% extension, so I'm waiting. We get that in this candle, so enter in the second candle that's going down. Boom, right here. Stop loss, I'll put it below this high, above these highs. Take profit, 1 will be on these 1 hour lows, even though it is a bullish bearish SMT of that, and it will have been a 2.1 risk reward ratio. 2.1 risk reward ratio. Even if I put my stop loss above here on these equal highs, which probably was intelligent, 1.87 risk reward ratio. You know, 2.1 risk reward ratio with the risk that I was putting was $735. Today I lost $537 with 2 trades. So in one trade, I would have made way more money than to two trades. Just take profit one. Just take profit one. We are of course have all the other take profits as well. What you want me to tell you more? Like pretty much it. And then the other entry that I could have gotten in, which we actually have 3 entries to be honest, was we need to wait for 5 minutes, like the candle of 5 minutes for me to be an SMT, we need to wait for the candle to close. The candle closes right here. So we wait, we move higher again, we sweep out this one minute highs, then I'm waiting for a break of structure, inverse gap. We don't have inverse gap. We get inverse gap right here. Boom. We get inverse gap on this candle down, black candle down, just enter on the beach, boom, and also I got break of structure on the same candle, stop loss, both these eyes, boom, and this will have not given me the bias to risk ratio, but again, pretty much same shit, just less, but I'll have entered on this one because of the SMTs that we are creating out of it. The second trade, which is actually possibly the smartest, is waiting for 5 minute confluences. So we move high, we sweep out liquidity. Now what you want to see is some kind of break of structure on 5 minutes or inverse gap on 5 minutes. We get a break of structure right here, boom. We break down, we take profit one, which is potentially not ideal to trade again because we take profit one, but we have what? Order block, this move up, that filled equilibrium. We have breaker block down here, which are not caring too much about it. We have equilibrium. From these lows to his lows, we are feeling exactly everything. And not only that, we also have a bearish SMT creating our first shit. So as you guys can see, this is a retracement that is going up. We create a bearish SMT because we sweep out these highs that we took the first trade from, exactly. Getting swept right here, and on the NQ, they were not swept. On NQ, the same highs that created bearish SMT at 30 exactly, were not swept. This is the 930 5 minute highs, and on the S, it's a 930 5 minute highs as well. Boom, 935 in this case. With 930 is a little bit before, but it's the same candle, it's the same high. Doesn't really matter. We're trading the lagging index. Boom. Then I go to 1 minute. We already have the 5 minute SMT formed. I can maybe mark that down for you guys. Boom. This candle 15 candle. We are waiting. It ends at 19. 19 is right here. We're waiting. We get a liquidity sweep. What we have more? I don't think I will have trader. We don't have Farrell gap. We don't have equilibrium kind of field as well. We don't have that. Nope. I think we don't have. No, we don't. So yeah, really, this trade would have been a miss, and with reason, because I would have not traded. Let me check. Yeah, I would. There was no entry really. The only entry that you had was like this Farrell gap kind of field, but this is not even. The SMT is not even formed here yet. So yeah, I would have not entered, even though we had a Farrell gap and then a candle reaction after that, which should have been mega. I don't think I would have entered on that alone. Let me just check the other index. If we get like a very good downhill movement on the other index, yeah, 14, 15. 14, 15. Yeah, potentially I could enter. Right here. Stop loss, I'll put it above this candle. I'll potentially put it above these 1 minute highs. Take profit again. Take profit on 11 on these lows. Take profit to 11 on these lows. Boom, 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 boom. Every single take profit gets it. 4 to 4 risk to reward ratio. That's a trade to take. Honestly, this is a trade to take. And this is a trade I should have taken. Again, 4.4 risk to reward ratio. Even if you take partials and just have 3, we can 3 times $50, $1,000 on the day. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I don't want to sell you dreams or anything, but I'm not even selling anything, but I'm just, again, like I'm doing these types of videos, and I just saw it. This was a trade to take, like the first one, and even if I waited, the second one will also be valid, because for the SMT 4 hour to be met on this, we need to sweep these relatively lows, and on ES we need to sweep at least these lows that were down here. Sorry, these relatively lows down here. That is a little bit more that my perspective on it, and yeah. And again, like I'm not trying to, let me put it big just for you guys to, yeah, just talk a little bit. I'm not trying to sell you guys dreams or anything. Like really, all I want to do is like show you that this is possible, and really documenting my journey as I learn and as I improve with you guys, so that you guys don't do the mistakes that I'm doing. I want to go in 6 months or 1 year, you guys look back into these videos and see like, oh, he was in this position that I'm in as well, you know, and I can learn from him, from the videos that he's doing and the journaling that he's doing, so that I can learn from him and not do those mistakes again. Like What I'm struggling right now more is just that phase where you need to stop watching YouTube videos and go by yourself. That's the stage that I'm in because I already have the knowledge. And again, like you guys can see, this is I'm like pretty much like the market knowledge that I wanted for that I had for the day. I would have made a bit of money today. But I'm not going to cry too much. Mistakes are mistakes, and this was an expensive mistake. It's not like a 350 loss; it's a 437 loss and 537 loss, and I know that. And it is expensive loss, yes. It's a slap in the face for sure. But I'm going to learn from it and improve on that, so that I can come back better and better and better. And that's really the goal that you need to have every single day. Is just improve a little bit, improve a little bit, improve a little bit. And again, I'm in that phase where I need to stop watching those YouTube videos of trading, stop watching every single mentor online, focus on myself. And like ICT said, like if you focus on yourself, you'll see so much success out of it. Like TGR said, if you focus on yourself as well, you will see so much improvement. You'll see like it will be exponential once you start focusing on yourself and stop watching other gurus or not gurus but trading influencers and trading teachers, and mentors. Not gurus because gurus are scammers, but these influencers that are teaching you. And I wrote a lot of stuff in my notebook, and hopefully I learned from it. Again, like me deleting Reddit, me deleting Twitter, and me potentially, I'm not going to promise you that, but I'll potentially delete TikTok today. Will be something to, a step in the right direction, I think, to stop watching those types of content, to stop watching trading content in itself. Again, on YouTube as well, every single time a video shows up from another mentor, because TGR, sometimes shows up, and like for today, because I was a little bit down on confidence, we had the same bias. And again, yesterday, same trades pretty much, and today it would have been the same trade as well. It helped me a bit on confidence because we trade pretty much the same shit. But yeah, we trade the same shit. The markets haven't changed, and that's something I want to make clear. Like ICT drops the new model in 2025 model in 15th of September, and I'm not going to watch it. And this is not because I hate ICT or something. Like he's amazing. I always watch his Twitter Spaces, his whole Twitter Spaces, and it's been really inspirational for me. But there's nothing new about these markets. Like the way this market behaved today is the same way it behaves. Like if I go to 2024 and backtest, the liquidity has not changed, the algorithm has not changed, everything is still the same. It's all about, for me, liquidity. So why am I going to watch a new video which is probably going to take the same concepts, rebrand them with different names and add a few stuff in there? It's just going to confuse me, really. So I'm not going to watch that. It's confirmed right here. And again, I love ICT. And if you guys are trying to learn a new model and you guys are starting to learn how to trade, maybe you guys should look into that. But for me, I already have my model. I'm profitable. I passed my funnel account. I have proved myself the weeks that I've been confident that I can do it. The weeks that I've not been confident and not on top of my game, I've lost. But that's because I'm not on top of my game, bro. And that's pretty much it. And I want to take like this loss, which is a big loss. This video will probably get a bit of views and a bit of hate on the comments. This big loss and as a slap, and that's something like I need to move forward as and improve on that. And again, like I need to focus on myself the next few months, potentially next few weeks for sure, to build confidence, and the next few months to stop watching any type of trading content. I like to watch to hear the motivational stuff and everything, but like strategy stuff, forget about it. Because I need to focus on myself, and I need to be at a stage when I need to lock in. Because today my bias is correct, super correct, pretty much. On Monday my bias is correct to the thick. Like everything that I thought that I said what was going to happen, it happened. Last week the same pretty shit. Like yeah, maybe I need to detach myself more from the failure aspect of it and learn from it and improve from it more. But I think what I really need to do is focus on myself, because I knew today where the market wanted to go exactly, bro. It happened in front of you guys' faces. I'm not lying. You guys are not seeing, but I'm seeing. Sorry, let me just place it right like this. Let me just put me small again. Like I showed you guys today, like where the market wanted to go, it exactly happened, So why am I not confident in myself? Why am I trying to look for external new things to add into my strategy when my strategy is all I need? Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I'm bored because the strategy is always the same or anything, but that's a good thing. when the strategy becomes boring and all you need to do is go to the markets and execute step, that's when the real thing starts to be, the real thing begins. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, like, if you did, make sure to leave a like. I want to leave you guys with that, and yeah, just make sure you guys improve every single day. And if you guys, again, like, if you guys have the knowledge enough, like if you guys have been learning how to trade for like 8 months or 6 months, and you guys are like trying to pass your funnel and everything, and like you guys already know everything, at least know like a year of watching content on YouTube, you guys need to stop watching really any more content and really focus on yourself, because that's really what's going to take you to the next level. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you guys thought of it. I'm going to be backtesting, I'm going to be improving, I'm going to be focusing on myself more than ever. And really, $500, it's a lot of money, sure, but this is probably like priceless, this loss, because it teach me so much. And yeah, hopefully I can become a much better trader with this loss. I'm sure I will. So yeah, thank you guys. See you next one. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.